Work. Coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And for the Detroit Pistons, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Kings in Sacramento. And that one's good. Simmons got the first points up on the board here for the Clippers. Pass to Harden. No good that time. Excellent D there from Beasley.
Well, with the departure of Chris Paul and the trade of Blake Griffin, the Clippers deciding on a new look and a new direction. The era of Lob City, I think, officially has come to a close.
Here's Harden. And count it from 19 feet away.
Well, I have no idea how he made that, but hey, sometimes a little bit of luck helps.
Here's Beasley. Rebound by the Pistons. And from 2011 to 2017, the Lob City Clippers, as they were called, 50 wins or better pretty much every year.
It was a great team. It just did not have the kind of luck, and trust me, there is luck involved, needed to get themselves to an NBA Finals. A record 6 straight playoff appearances for them. Took a series lead, only to be eliminated, and then a lot of frustration set in because things didn't go the right way. And now a lot of guys not here for the Clippers moving forward. And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
Here's Markkanen. Here's Cauley-Stein. Over Plumlee. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the 7-footer Cauley-Stein using all of it to force his way onto the boards.
Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Back to Holiday. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, when your guards are willing to go in there to the hoop like Drew Holiday, it's a huge confidence boost for the rest of the team.
Now here's Simmons. Beasley outside. Pass to Harden. And stolen by Simmons. And stolen by Favors. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots. Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Harden.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Misses the 3. And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Back to Pirtle. To the paint. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And Kid Gilchrist throws it down.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Simmons. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish. That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Lynn. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back, Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession and causing some kind of confusion. So, wow. Good look out. Just feel like Willie Cauley-Stein getting more comfortable the more time he's gotten in his young career, showing signs of being a passer.
Back to Harden. And stolen by Simmons. Always going up for the alley-oop here. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Back to Lynn. Pass to Harden. Outside, Lynn. Over Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And Harden with the stuff.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
Kicks it out to Beasley. Here's Simmons. Pass to Cauley-Stein. In the corner, it's Levine. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 6 changes of the lead here.
And both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Stolen by Markkanen. Beasley with a clean look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. Clippers lead by 3. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
Back to Jang. Pirtle with the steal. Jumps up. And the jam by Harden.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Here's Smith. Doesn't go that time. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
Smith drives in. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. And with Lynn, he made a point upon returning from injury, saying he will not change how he plays.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of guys, they'll shy away from contact after experiencing a torn patella like Lynn did, but He knows that he is at his best going at defenders and absorbing that contact. He said he'll try and be more aware of how he lands, but has no plans of changing his game.
The Pistons leading. And Gorgui Dieng is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Harden. And the jam by Harden.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Smith outside. In the corner, it's Dieng. Banked in off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Ginobili with the steal. Here's Smith. To the wing on the left. 17-foot shot on the way. And good that time. Dieng's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you got to appreciate the mindset of Smith. Solid at running the offense and finding his teammates who are open.
They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. To the middle. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. Moves back up. Off the left rim and out. The Clippers in the lead. And the wide open shot from Ginobili. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
Give him any space out on the perimeter and you're taking some chances. Ginobili with the quick release.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Detroit shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. Over the last decade or so, a huge transformation, Brent, in the way games are played. Do you see any additional changes on the horizon?
I wonder if the league will think about, and I think it'd be interesting, if they had a three-point line that just disintegrated into the sideline. We have the split, and we have the archway, right? We go down the sidelines. It'd be really interesting if the league, maybe in Summer League, experimented with the three-point line being equidistant the whole way around.
And going right out of bounds.
Yeah, so right out of bounds, it eliminates the corner three. It would impact the way you would defend the corner shot, because now it doesn't have a value of 3. 1 point more for a shorter shot seems to be a little unfair as it is, and we know it's the most valuable shot in basketball.
There's no doubt.
But I wonder how that would look, and maybe Adam Silver and the committee will look at a Summer League where the three-point line just disappears in the sideline, eliminating the corner three.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. It's Ginobili on the wing. And Pirtle pulls it down. The Pistons trailing. Harden inside the three-point line. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Smith. Stolen by Jeremy Lin. Now in transition is Lin. Here we go. And the basket by Harden.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Smith surveying the D. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
The drive by Green. And Green slams it in.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, especially in a game that is this close, every possession counting. That was just one side wanting it more than the other.
That shot missing. The Pistons go the other way with it. And again, James Harden. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
The Pistons working the ball around now. To the inside. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Down low. Stolen by Randolph.
If they can just hold this now for the last shot.
Right, no need to give the ball back here. Run the clock down, be patient, and run a decent play.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
And so that brings the first half to a close. The Pistons on top, up 6. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Harden. And the basket is good. Harden's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Detroit.
Well, he's got a baton in the right hand as he's orchestrating what's going on. A maestro, if you will.
Simmons with it. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Outside, Simmons. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, James Harden. Second free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 11.
Zach LaVine, a high riser. The 2-time dunk contest champ, making his return from that ACL surgery. He can be an explosive scorer.
And it's good for 2. LaVine's got 6.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose. And I love the energy on this play.
And from everything you hear, LaVine is a big-time gym rat, Greg.
Yeah, you know, I think he's very dedicated to reaching his full potential. And with his shooting and athleticism, I think he's a great fit in today's game in terms of offense.
Harden, no good. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
To the inside. Wide open look here for Cauley Stein. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Lynn looking it over. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
And here is Simmons. 8 points for him. Here's Cauley Stein. Plumlee with some nice D.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And just keeping his teammates involved. This is the kind of leadership you like to see.
Well, you could trademark this brand of basketball, running through the progressions and working around for decent looks.
Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. You can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
Got a piece of it. And he's able to get it back. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Lynn.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clippers trail by 11. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks.
And this is why defensively you can't afford to let Levine get to the rim. Too much explosiveness.
Harden. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Harden's shot is good.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Levine, good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Harden outside. Another three for Detroit.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Levine. Rebounded by the Pistons.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
And becoming impatient, that's not how you're going to catch up.
Yeah, that's a painful mistake there. All you can do is just shake that one off and try your best to move on to the next play.
Pistons leading by 15. Down low. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 54 points.
This is great to see him take over in stretches like this, coming alive at just the right time.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Lays it up off the glass. Harden's got 56 points in the game.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Detroit, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And the technical free throw is good. "16 seconds left in the third quarter. Second chance shot. Rebound by Jang. Got it off in time. James Harden getting it done for the Detroit Pistons. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And so here are the Clippers. It's a 16-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Jang. Picks it out to Ginobili. Green. Detroit with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Harden. Here's Ntilikina. They get a hand on it.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
First one falls for him. And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
Yeah, I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Pass to Green. From 13. Smith, no luck. Pistons leading by 17. Outside Holiday. Lets it go. Harden can't hit.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
From deep three-point range. That one, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
Don't let him shoot that.
Green in the post. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him. Mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
For the Clippers, well, we know that Dr. James Naismith came up with the idea when he was teaching at the YMCA. But as far as skill development, Brent, some feel that maybe in the skill category that the USA has fallen behind a little bit. Do you agree?
I think what the United States is doing on that level between your late grade school years and AAU programs in particular and your high school years, that they're trying to address this issue and get ahead of it a little bit. For years, there was a 10-year or 15-year gap about European players being schooled and being in institutions where they were basically young professionals from the age of 12 to 14 having school and basketball and being at a facility for just those things specifically. The last few years, there's been a lot of concern with players being more adept and more skilled here in the States. The change is coming.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area. Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Inside. A beautiful reverse layup. Harden's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happening.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pistons leading by 22. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Now here's Simmons. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Oh, no answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
A shot by Harden, wide open. But they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Shot clock at 3. And it's blocked by Simmons.
And don't forget about the long reach that Simmons possesses. He uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with blocks like that. He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Pistons.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for James Harden.
Well, he could not be stopped on offense. Super efficient tonight. There wasn't a lot the defense could do.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Now, the team came in fired up from the opening tip. You could see the focus. They're ready to do battle.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
They can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Here's Harden. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Zach LaVine. Free throw good, James Harden. Harden hits them both. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Simmons feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley-Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
Here's Harden. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Pistons lead by 21.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
And Simmons is a purebred scorer, a dominant offensive talent who can score in so many ways.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it.